I did it. I did it. I turned the 100 into the mill. Nobody believed in me. Well, I did it. $91,000. $200,000. $332,400,000 in profit. So we'd be at 600,000. 824,000 smackaroos, boys. Bro, 3 fucking months turning $100 into $1 million. I'll never forget. The day after my birthday, as I'm celebrating it, I'm like, well, why should I be celebrating my birthday if I don't feel like I've achieved one of the biggest things that I've been wanting to achieve? That's turning $100 into $1 million. I failed 3, 4, 5 times in front of hundreds of thousands of people, which is humiliating.
We're officially on the account. We're about to hit margin call right now.
And I kind of took a break from social media. It cracked me. I didn't have what it took to be that trader, to have that flip. Even though I had made multiple 7 figures in trading, I simply didn't have the mindset, didn't have the willing power to push through all the negativity and push through the battles that I was gonna go through in this challenge to succeed. So a day after my birthday, I said, fuck it, let's do it. What's the worst that can happen? We fail, we do it again. And little did I know, the year that I took off the challenge to become this now stronger trader and more built for it was the time that I was actually going to achieve it. This time, my target was to double the account every single week. Meaning we start off with 100, take it from 100 to 200, 200 to 400, 400 to 800, 800 to 16, and so on. And according to my calculations, we should finish the challenge in about 3 months, give or take, depending if we enter a losing streak and how much we lose in that losing streak. And we're looking for a risk to reward of a 1 to 2, meaning if we risk 100% of the account, we want to gain 200%. So that way we can actually meet the double every single week. And every single trade, like always, I'm going to share on my Instagram, on my Telegram, on my Discord, on my YouTube, everything. So people can go and watch the journey for themselves and learn from it and see that it's actually possible. And little did I know that I was about to make history in the trading industry, turning $100 into $1 million day trading in under 3 months. And this is how it went. I'm gonna try and turn these $100 into $1 million, and we gotta hurry up because the market is officially open. 9:45 on Monday, and we already have the account ready to go. So my goal the first week is to take the $100 into $200, meaning I risk 100 to make 200. And as I'm actually going to be identifying the top markets that I'm gonna be trading for the week, I had a curious idea. Let me go look back at the previous challenge that I did to see if the markets that I'm going to be trading for the first week have some type of connection or correlation with the first markets that I traded in the last challenge on the first week.
11 months ago, you can clearly see this guy right here, which by the way, I don't know who this guy is or who he thinks he is, wearing 3 chains. Look at him. But you can see right here in the markets actually, so the first 2 pairs were actually GBP CAD and GBP USD. For this time around, literally a year later when we're doing the challenge, it's actually the second pair and then the third pair, which is actually pretty crazy.
This just hyped me the fuck up, meaning that I am on the right path and have a clear mindset, gonna execute the trades that I need to execute in order to pass this challenge. That nothing has changed in my strategy technical wise. The only thing that has changed is the trader executing this strategy. And a big difference between this challenge and the last one is that I am not going to let the challenge interfere with my day-to-day life.
There's something different that I want to do with this challenge is keep a perfect balance. Not be, because I don't want to get drained. I don't want to get burnt out of the challenge. So what I'm going to do is actually stay in my routine, do my business meetings, go to the gym, go out. Before, what I would do, I would just stay up 24/7 throughout the whole week. And I was burnt out. The weekend, I would just catch up on sleep and then do it again in the last challenge. And that's probably the main reason why I was burnt out and blew it. This time that is not going to happen. I'm gonna get shredded during this challenge because it's also a financial challenge, but a physical challenge, because I really do think that I can get to the best point I've ever physically been in my life.
Last time, I looked like a hermit. I was just stuck in my house, not leaving, not going to the gym, no social life, no regular day-to-day stuff, and I got blinded. I got lost in the journey, and I started just seeing things that I shouldn't be seeing. And like usual, every single Sunday, I would pick my top 3, top 4 markets that I'd be trading for the week, set my alarms, and then be ready to take the trades either London or New York session. And I think the first pair I was gonna trade was GBP, JPY.
All right, guys, good morning. It is currently July 16th, Tuesday morning. So obviously we stayed up last night, so about like 3 in the morning-ish. I stayed up to catch this trade, and it was for no reason. We are currently in the position, and this is literally the max that I can honestly risk on the account. So last night, remember that I explained to you guys that I was waiting for the market to have a body closure under this line right here. So we had that body engulfing candlestick, and then I pretty much entered on the little quick pullback of the next one. And now that was for no reason, because all of London session, as soon as I fell asleep, literally did nothing. But the point is that now price is pulling back into the area where we entered. Usually what should happen is that as soon as we enter the trade, it just goes down with the momentum of the session. But now we haven't. But it is what it is. Enter the trade, set and forget. My prediction is that now from here, it is going to go down.
And as soon as I take the first position, obviously you have to risk 100% of the account to even get out of that hole. And I remember that I was in drawdown as soon as I took the trade. I'm like, here we go, starting off bad. And I think we were in drawdown about 35 bucks right at the start. So then there, it's either going to completely blow the account or skyrocket me out of it so that I can give me the balance that I need to then take on the next week and follow the goal that I have for every single week.
So I got it 1 minute ago, positive $15. Now we are about to hit margin call on the account 1 minute later. But this trading is so funny, dude. Oh my God.
But like always, when the trade went into drawdown, I wasn't gonna panic. I set and forget, because worst case that can happen, I just blow 100 bucks and I start right again. And guess what happened? Trade hit, take profit.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry to announce that we have reached the goal for the week. Actively right now, we are currently up $330, you guys can see here. Last night, literally what I said happened. Once again. So look, check it out. GBP, JPY, right after that 1 hour bearish engulfing candlestick, literally the whole momentum throughout London session was that bearish move to the downside. Had my take profit set at a 1 to 3.4 risk to reward. So meaning if I risked 100 bucks here, then I would have made $340 right here. As you guys can see, that is literally the math that is happening right now. Candlestick is going to close in 15 minutes over here. So I want to see how this candlestick closes right here in 15 minutes. And then based off of that, I'll then make my decision. And let's see if we can then this week flip this $450 to then $800 or $900, because that would put us really fast into the margin that we need to be in order for us to flip the $100 to the mil a lot faster.
It's currently 2:30 in the afternoon. Pretty much we closed at $437 in profit. You guys can see here my FX book, pretty much how it's looking. Currently up $437. These are pretty much the fees we gotta pay. These are the orders. Well, there's nothing open right now. This is the history though. You guys can see here both positions that we ended up taking. That's the profit that we closed in. And now, same shit, gym time. You know what sucks though? You only get to drive one supercar now. Lamborghini twin turbo, just sold it. Wide body yours is at the shop. The rear brake caliper is broken, they're fixing it. The Porsche, I blew the second gear on the Porsche drifting. Rolls Royce is finally getting done, wrapped, should be done today or tomorrow. What other car do I have? The Maybach I'm not gonna drive. Oh yeah, I sold the Scat Pack, got rid of the Scat Pack. Scat Pack is gone. That was probably the dumbest thing I ever bought.
Yeah, the side-by-side.
The side-by-side is in the shop as well. Bro, half of my fleet right now is in the shop. I only get to drive a Ferrari right now. Fuck. We were up 430 bucks, I think, and we hit the goal not only for week 1, but for week 2, meaning that I didn't have to execute a trade next week or the week after, because this one trade, because we set and forget and we caught a 1 to 3 risk to reward, we outdid the profit that we were even anticipating for this very same week just to get started. So we were off to a very good start right at the beginning. So since the week was off to a good start, I pretty much came to the executive decision that, you know what, we hit the goal not only for this week, but for next week. We're done for the week. Let's not get greedy. Let's not chase any trades. Let's just set and forget for the rest of the week. And next week, we'll come back with new fresh market, new fresh mindset, and then we'll pick up on the goal, which is going to be then taking $400 to about $900. So then that's exactly what we did. We did not take any other opportunities. And then the next week, we started off fresh with a new goal. And if we were to hit it, we're then ahead 3 weeks of the challenge, which is absolutely beautiful.
It's week 2 of me trying to turn $100 into $1 million day trade.
So like always, we start off the week on Sunday swings, analyzing the top 2, top 3 markets that we're gonna be trading for the week. And then we found some solid markets where it can probably even more double the account.
Account is still on $437. We got, I think, 7 solid markets in the markets. 7 solid markets in the markets. It's a lot of markets. It's a lot of fucking money. USD JPY. So USD JPY has a very clean left head, kind of right shoulder action going around here. We broke the neckline. Now we are retesting the neckline of the head and shoulders along with the 1 hour EMA. 4 hour time frame looks absolutely phenomenal. We're having a beautiful 1 hour bearish engulfing candlestick. Looks like we're having that pullback to retest that previous structural level. And then the daily time frame does not get any cleaner than this. Daily previous structural level, daily EMA, and then you guys can look left. It is obviously a level of resistance whenever we're under, a level of resistance whenever we're under. And this line right here, what is it, you may be asking? Around psychological level, 157,500. Or, like the smart money concept guys would call it, an order block. Potato, potato. This is around psychological level with an area of interest. So this trade is my #1 trade that I'm gonna be interested in taking this week. All I'm really waiting for on this market, so earlier this week, what I was waiting for was this break. So that break already happened, and now this pullback is actively happening. So I just gotta wait for price to go back into this area so I can actually enter this trade.
We took the trade, which was on USD JPY, I believe.
Yo!
Yo! Oh. Fuck with me. Huh? Fuck with me. Literally USD JPY, as simple and as effective as it gets. Look at this shit. We literally had the retest perfectly to the area of interest, Marubozu, tweezer top, rejection, bearish engulfing candlestick. I keep telling you, you need an engulfing candlestick to enter a sell, or a bullish engulfing to enter a buy. I'm laughing because the mic is moving. So the point is that we're in this trade right now. Literally, we're already at $550. If this shit hits that take profit, we'll probably be at like 2-3K. It will probably even break the goal for the week that we've been anticipating. So for now, just gonna set and forget.
But it was taking a little bit long, so I'm not gonna sit in front of the computer all day and basically do nothing. This is exactly what I said at the beginning of the challenge. I'm gonna go play basketball, I'm gonna go hit the gym, I'm gonna go live my normal life so it doesn't affect my psychology, and I can always have a fresh mindset when I'm actually going to execute a trade, and I treat the markets one thing, and then my personal life is a completely other thing.
You can either literally make us or break us. It is currently 8:00 p.m. Miami time. So I think it's like about 2 hours or an hour and a half from the last time I updated you guys. And set and forget. Now what we're gonna go do is pick up Jordan.
And for those of you guys that don't know who Jordan is, he's actually one of my top students, where about 6 years ago, he was actually working at aviation in a place like this, but he wasn't flying the airplanes, he was fixing them. He was a mechanic fixing the planes that were broken down, probably making 50-60K a year. And he didn't want to live that life. He wanted to have a obviously successful life. And because of the set and forget strategy, he managed to not only get out of his job, but make trading his main source of income in just under 2 years, which is absolutely legendary. And over time, we become really, really close friends.
So Jordan, obviously, is battling cancer and stuff, and his legs get really, really swollen, and I have a cold plunge. So cold water helps with inflammation. We're gonna put him inside the cold plunge in about like 20-30 minutes. So we're gonna pick him up now and show you guys the whole journey. All right, so this is Jordan. We're gonna take him out to the cold plunge. It's gonna suck, bro. It's gonna suck.
It's cold, right? It's a cold plunge.
Dude, it's gonna fucking suck. But I'm telling you, you're gonna get out and you're gonna feel fucking amazing.
So, we would pick him up, take him to the cold plunge, and then drop him back off. He actually gave me some Mike Tyson signed gloves, which is super sick because, Mike Tyson's a legend.
I told you I got you something, just came a little late.
Oh shit. Oh shit. No way. Signed by the book.
For me, it's a representation of Jordan because he's a fighter fighting through what he's doing. And obviously Mike Tyson is one of the most legendary fighters. So it's actually pretty cool to have boxing gloves signed directly from him.
All right guys, so trade update. We just left the gym right now. Trade update is currently 12:30 in the afternoon. So like I mentioned earlier, if that daily candlestick closes under that previous structure level, we're pretty much gonna set and forget this shit for a very long time. 4 hours looking good. We are now currently up about $1,200 on the account. So I'm gonna continue to set and forget.
Which I think I was already about like $1,200, $1,300. And I had a decision to make. I can either close there and hit my take profit for the week, or I can logically look at the markets and realize that my analysis and my strategy is indicating to me that this trade is gonna have a much higher risk to reward ratio. So what would I do? The whole reason of me entering a trade is to capitalize the most I can from the gains.
All right, guys, trade update. It is currently 3:17 in the afternoon, and we're up about 1,600 on the trade. And you guys can see here that the market is about to close. Well, you guys can see that the market is about to close in 2 hours. So this daily candlestick will close in about 1 hour, 42 minutes. And it's honestly going a lot faster than I anticipated. And we're definitely going to close under that previous structure level. This is why you set and forget your take profit. You never put a take profit. You always put a stop loss to minimize your losses. You never put a take profit. You never want to minimize your losses. So this trade, we just continue to hold and set and forget.
And this is where I'm preaching to all of my students. I'm actively monitoring the markets, seeing how much more can we continue to go in one direction, because I'm a pro trend trader. I trade with all the time frames in my favor. So the trade continues to go in that direction on the long run. You want to trade with the trend. The trend is your friend. So in here is where I continue to set and forget and analyze the markets, and the trade went from 1,000 in profit to 2,000.
Currently up about $1,600 on the account, so we're up $2,000
to 3,000.
God damn.
Wow, bro. Wow.
How long did it take you last year to do this?
This is probably almost a month last year. That shows you how much better of a trader I've become. I'm so much less attached to the profits and of the money behind this. Bro, that's crazy, dude.
And keep in mind, goal for the week was 900. So if I close at this point, I'm ahead by 6 weeks in the challenge, cutting the end goal of turning the 100 into the million to then maybe then 2 months. So at this point, I'm fucking hyped. So then as we're like halfway through the week, I'm basically living my normal life, drifting, going out to the gym, just doing whatever I gotta do. I realized that, you know what, 3K, more than enough. I can see the trade that it can potentially have a reversal because the structure is starting to shift. So I closed my profits there.
You guys can see right here that the account is at officially $3,000. You guys can see here on my FX book, pretty much where we started the account with, the current balance. This was updated 2 days ago. You guys can see here the history. These are all the trades that we have taken. Obviously 2 trades on GBP JPY, 1 trade on USD JPY.
And I did not take any more trades for the week on week 2 because I'm well past the profit that I need. There's no reason on me to go chase and add new trades. So I simply set and forget, and then we pulled up to the next week where then the goal was to take 3K to 6K.
Last week we turned $437 into $3,000.
Same thing as always, getting on Sunday swings, analyzing the markets with my students, finding the top 2, top 3 markets that I'm gonna be trading with that very week. Then my goal is to take 3K to 6K. And at this point in the challenge where I'm at 3K, I no longer have to risk 100% of the account. Because one, I'm already ahead by 4 weeks. And my goal once I get to about 3 to 5K is to minimize my risk on the account to about 50 to 75%. Meaning if I take a losing trade, I don't start back at 0. At least I still have some ammunition to then kick back and get started right where I was for the profit that it should be for that week. So in my mindset, technically, yes, I did lose some time, but I lost time that I gained, not time that where I should actually be in the challenge. So for example, let's say I took a loss on the 3K account and I'm go back to the 900. Well, it's technically where I'm supposed to actually be for the challenge for that week. So it gives me the freedom to be able to actually do that because I'm so ahead in the challenge.
All right, guys, so market update. It is currently 9:49 in the morning. We are officially in the trade. So I literally entered, before that, let me show you guys the time, right? So what time is it right now in Miami? I come over here, I refresh the website, 9:49 in the morning. So literally to show you guys, we just entered the trade. So look, pull up here. So you guys remember how I literally just mentioned that we were gonna have a pullback into this level to then sell. So we literally had that pullback perfectly. I went exactly to where I didn't go exactly to where I anticipated, but got really close. I entered it. And just to show you guys proof, I was just recording for Instagram right now. As soon as we entered the trade, we're literally like using margin and shit because we entered the trade, pretty much risked everything. So I just wanted to show you guys that. But now we're officially in the trade. We're up $400 on it currently right now. Like always, have to show you guys that it is a real account. So you guys can see right here that it is indeed a real account. You guys can see where the account is currently sitting, and we're currently now going to just wait. But I explained to you guys perfectly this. I explained to you guys the break and retest here. I entered at this next retest where we should have waited for it here. We should have waited for the break and retest here to then sell, but then this didn't happen here, but it did happen here. We then entered after the engulfing, which ideally we should be entering up here.
So then on week 3, we started off with a new trade that we took, and we pretty much went straight into drawdown, about 50% drawdown in the account, which is totally fine. I'm okay with it. I don't mind the swings. But I continued to set and forget, and then the trade and the trend ended up going in the favor, where I ended up analyzing, and then the trade actually went back into profit. We're about 5,000 floating in profit. Keep in mind, my goal for the week is actually 6,000. And like always, I'm updating my Telegram, Discord, Instagram, I'm mass social media blasting these trades everywhere. So I'm not the only person that's in profit or in loss. Like there's hundreds of thousands of traders all around the world looking at the same market that I am. People in Africa, people in London, people in the States, going through the same journey that I'm going through, because if I'm making money, you're making money. But if I'm losing money, you're losing money too. And I always have this belief that in order for you to receive, you have to give. So I'm at this point in the challenge where I need to receive, right? I gotta make back some of these profits. I'm like, you know what? Let me give my boy Sensei a little gift, a Mont Blanc pen, 1 of 10 in the world.
So this is a very special edition watch. So this is a Muhammad Ali Mont Blanc watch. So you see it has like Ali through here, and then you see the Muhammad Ali everywhere throughout here. You see the Muhammad Ali everywhere throughout here.
¿Por qué no me regalaste un Rolex mejor?
No.
No, gracias.
Pen was like $3,000. I don't even think this guy appreciated that shit. But you know what? I don't care, because when I go look at my trade that same night, we were up about $9,000 on the account.
So right now we are currently floating about $6,000 in profit. The account is currently at $9,000 in equity. And you guys can see this trade right here is literally continuing the momentum to the downside. Just continuing the set and forget trend. That's why you gotta trade with the trend. The trend is your friend. So you guys can see the 4-hour close very strong. And I'm gonna just continue to hold this trade. If tomorrow closes under this line right here, not this one, I'm just copy and pasting. If the candlestick closes under this line right there, we will probably turn this into over $15,000 easily. So just wait for now, simply just set and forget.
So if you want to receive something, first you gotta give. And I actually put this to test later throughout the journey, and it came back 10 times more. So a little bit more on that later in the journey. And then the usual happened every single time you set and forget. The trade ended up going to $15,000.
15,500. So exactly what I was mentioning to you guys earlier, I had to see, like you can't just close a trade right away, right? Because you gotta look. So obviously we're gonna close the trade because we wanted it to close under this line, or under this right here. And actively it looks like we are piercing through that. So this candlestick closes in the next 5 minutes, as you can see right over here. And if this candlestick closes under this line, it will mean that it closes under this structure point. And then there, I truly do believe that it could then easily go from here to then this point right here. So right now we literally gotta wait the next 5 minutes. If it closes above like that, I'm gonna close it right then and there. If not, I'll squeeze it in for the little bit extra right here. So just to show you guys, we're up about 15,100 right now. Fuck, bro. Trade started reversing on me, dude. Look at this, bro. Fuck. Trade started reversing. We were up like 15,000 here, and now, bro. Like I said, I forget too much, bro. It's like we closed the trade like 2 hours ago. So right now it's currently 12:30 in the afternoon. Right here, you guys can see where the account is. It's officially closed at $15,000. You guys can see right here in the history. So you guys can see that we officially closed this trade at $12,200 in profit. So we closed it earlier, literally as soon as I told you guys, pretty much after it closed that line. So it did make it all the way up to this structure point, and then it had a reaction. So pretty much exactly what I explained. It's gonna have a reaction from that structure point right here. And then we follow this line, that's exactly what it did. So our entry points are as precise as they get. Our stop losses, our take profit, everything with the set and forget strategy, fucking sniper. Yo, the goal for the week was $6 grand. We are at $15,000. So if we were to close at 6 grand this week, the goal for next week was to turn 6 to 12. So we just did this week and next week's goal. Oh, fuck.
We should go on a vacation. We're ahead of schedule.
We should just fuck off for 2 weeks, right? Keep in mind, I'm looking at the numbers on the screen because you guys like to see it. I hate looking at the MetaTrader and the money go up and down. I hate it. It fucks with your mind. I only like looking at the charts because what happens in the charts directly correlates with what's happening on the numbers. What happens on the numbers does not mean that that affects the charts. The charts affects the numbers. I only like looking at the charts because I can make a logical decision based off of the price action. I can't make a logical decision based off of me being up 5,000 or 6,000. What connection does that have to the charts? Zero. So I started implementing that and educating people on it, and everybody kind of had like an aha moment. They're like, oh, you know what? That does make sense. I should only look at the charts and not the numbers. Because if you focus on the structure is gonna equal the money. This is like the prime where I was in the challenge in terms of ahead. Like I had so much time ahead of what I anticipated to have that I felt like the king of the world at this point. So we ended off week 3 closing at about $15,000 in profit, where then the goal for next week was to then take the 15K to then 30K. It's week 4 of me turning $100 into $1 million. Last week we were trying to turn $3,000 up to $6,000. Now the next week actually started off kind of slow, no trades towards the beginning of the week, so we kind of just had fun, gym, drift. I think I bought a dope art piece from Atlanta. Atlanta just pulled up, so Atlanta just did a collab with Trump where he pulled up, he actually signed one of the paintings that he did. I actually have a bunch of Atlanta paint throughout my whole entire house, but I just got 2 new posters. I'm gonna give one to one of my family members. They're all about Trump, and I wanna put one on the wall. I think this is a legendary ass picture, and then Atlanta did it himself. Let's go. Check it out.
Trailing? Oh shit, so this comes in a frame and everything.
Yeah. You got the first 2, literally the first 2.
Oh, okay. So that's basically where he signed it on the original one.
Yeah, but that's my signature.
Oh, okay. So yeah, but he said it like
Yeah,
somewhere in here,
exactly.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. So wait. So this is 1 out of 4.
Yeah, 1 out, and that's 2.
And then 2 out of 4 7.
Yeah.
Oh shit! So I got the real.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Appreciate you, bro. This is lit. So for people that don't know, I was the first person that trusted Atlanta to paint a Lambo.
Yo, Lamborghini, for real. It's the one, yo, the first one.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
He hit me up. He was like, "Yo, I'm gonna do Art Basel." What was that? 2020.
2022.
2022.
Yeah.
So yo, I want to paint your Lambo on Art Basel, and I'm like, dog, I don't know. It sounds a little crazy. I'm like, you know what, fuck it, let's do 2 Lambos. So we did my hood, and then with Sensei's whole entire
Yeah, I remember that.
Then we did the rolls.
The Don?
Oh yeah, that's right, the Don. Look, you know I have this painting.
Oh, the Kobe!
Yeah.
Damn, I haven't seen this one in a minute.
Yeah. Jordan gifted me this one.
Yeah, I remember that.
But then the unexpected happened. Well, kind of expected, because I started getting bored in the challenge. I'm so ahead. I feel like Superman. I'm winning every trade. I'm ahead by 4 or 5 weeks. I feel like I can take any trade. So the market wasn't giving me pro trend trades, meaning having markets to have every single time frame in the favor to trade with. And there was just nothing available that checked out everything in my trading plan. I had to do something degenerate, take trades that I shouldn't be taking. All right, guys, markets update. So I spent the morning kind of just focusing, locking in, diving on this trade to see if I was making the right decision, because we have officially taken the most degenerate trade of the whole entire fucking challenge. The biggest counter trend trade. It's such a degen trade that I did not risk 100%. I risked 20% on this trade. So just to show you guys currently, market update, and we are negative about $500 because we literally just entered the trade as the candlestick just closed right now. So yesterday on Euro USD, I'm sure you guys can remember that I was anticipating for price to have a sell from this point up here to then reject, and then for price to actually make it all the way down here to then have the actual buy on Euro USD, because we're anticipating for Euro USD to make it all the way down here, reject this level, and then head to the upside. Since we broke out, we never retested it, so we're expecting for that retest. And here on the 1 hour, you can very clearly see that we are creating a potential left head right shoulder. Again, it's not a confirmed right shoulder until we don't break under this neckline, but I believe what it's creating right here, it's such a strong level of accumulation. Looks like a 1 hour double top, 30-minute time frame. I almost see it like squeezing into this
inwards triangle, whatever you want to call this. Again, I hate trend lines and I hate all this stuff because they're very subjective, but you can literally see how price is squeezing into this area, and I personally believe it's gonna have more of a reason to burst down than burst up. I could be completely wrong, because I don't believe that this area that it's rejecting from right now is going to be the area to continue pushing to the upside. I think such a strong move like this has to have a deeper retracement before actually heading to the upside. So when I go down to the 4 hour, this 4 hour candlestick still has about 3 hours to close, and the last one closes a very indecisive candle. I think this next one can engulf close under this, which then on the 1 hour, it'll give us the break under this neckline of the head and shoulders. If you notice, I put my stop loss a little bit right above this level, because if we pretty much break above this, the trade is just gonna keep going to the upside.
Oh, that doesn't seem very good.
Not good. I mean, I called it, you know, I don't really care. I'm glad that I ended up getting that out of my system. I'm a fucking idiot, bro. Like, I mean, technically we're still in the trade, right? So it could clearly reject this level right here. So it can literally have the same reaction to the downside, and then this same reaction to the downside. That's why I'm very strategic with my stop loss placement. But the trade that I should be taking is at the break and retest from the neckline of the head and shoulders. Like, I know this. I know this, you know. I just decided to want to get involved. But I'm not mad. Doesn't really set us back much of the challenge. There's an unnecessary loss. Well, there's not a loss yet, but it's just a trade update. So it's just like an hour later from the last time that we took the trade. So yeah, now we just gotta wait. And this is what a lot of you guys do. A lot of you guys do this. A lot of you guys will take trades that you shouldn't be taking, but you guys won't put the blame on yourself or hold yourself accountable. I know exactly what I did. I did the wrong thing. Now, do I accept it? 100%. You guys, when you do the wrong things, you don't accept it. You're ready to put the blame on someone's strategy, on the markets, on anything but yourself. And that's what, once you start having that self-recognition, is once you start developing a nonchalant character for trading in the markets, and that's how you truly become successful, because you realize that your success, whatever the outcome is, successful or not, is 100% because of you, not because of another outsource. Like, I'm the one that clicked the sell button. The phone didn't click it just for me. So for now, set and forget. I can't do this one. Yo, that's a sign that we shouldn't. We took the first fucking loss in the 100 to the middle count. Fuck, man.
And yeah, first loss in the challenge. And I said, you know what? This loss isn't because of my strategy. My strategy works. There was just no opportunities that week that aligned with my strategy. I decided to be a slick ass, wanted to be smart and take trades that I shouldn't, because I was bored, because I felt like I was Superman. And this is the week where I decided to implement a punishment. Every single time I break my trading plan, I then have to do something in order so I hold myself accountable. Because again, there's hundreds of thousands of people watching these videos, following all the trades, making money with me, losing money with me. And I don't mind losing money if I am following my trading plan. But if I'm breaking my trading plan, I do mind losing money, because I shouldn't not be doing that. I should only lose money when I follow my trading plan. So whenever I don't follow my trading plan, there has to be a punishment. And that's where the Beetle came in.
I have owned Lamborghinis, Ferraris, Porsches, Rolls Royces,
McLaren.
Bro, McLaren, how can I forget about that? But this right here is gonna put the biggest smile on my face. The biggest. Don't show them just yet. This right here is my new masterpiece. Yes! Bro, it's perfect. Perfect. Oh, man. Yeah, we're getting a haircut on Thursday night instead of tomorrow. We always get a haircut Friday morning. We're getting one tonight because Eric is not available.
What the fuck is that? What do you mean? Bro, what is that shit? My new car. You don't like it? That's fake. That's fake. Just park up, park up. Let me explain to you guys the real moral behind this car right here. So this is so I follow my trading plan and my trading rules. Obviously I have a shit ton of cool cars, but this is gonna humble me every single time I break my trading plan. This week I have broken my trading plan twice, meaning every single time I break my trading plan, I cannot drive any of my cars for 24 hours. The only car that I can drive is this for 24 hours. So what is that gonna incentivize me to do? To not break my trading plan. Every single time I break my trading plan, I have to drive this for 24 hours. That's just the price and the consequence that I have to pay. What do you think? You fuck with it?
It's tough.
And it's manual.
It is?
Yes, it's four speed.
What, you gonna drift it?
That's just 1966. Oh wait, Sensei's here.
¿Qué mierda es?
You don't like it? No? Sorry.
¿Qué mierda es eso que tú compraste?
Hey. You like it?
Sí, se parece a mí.
We're gonna be blessed if we get a fucking whiff of air in that.
No airbag. Oh shit. That sucks. Oh shit. All right. Oh, we out? Oh, dude, it's not that bad at all. Oh, this is fantastic. Oh. Yo, it barely has brakes. Oh, it has no brakes.
That thing is leaning, boy.
Is it leaking?
No, leaning.
Leaning?
Leaning what way? Like this.
Really? Hey, follow your trading plan. If not, you're gonna be like me. Oh shit. Oh shit. What? Fucking Beetle. And I lead so much by example that I went to go do some student podcasts with students that have made over $100,000 with my strategy. And instead of me pulling up in a supercar and taking them for a cool journey as I normally do, I pulled up in the Beetle. Even the students were making fun of me because they expect for me to pull up and show them the lifestyle, and I showed them the real lifestyle. I broke my trading plans and I'm driving this piece of shit. And I wanted to show it as an example to them. Like, yeah, all right, cool, my student made 100,000. But buddy, I want to let you know, you need to have something to hold you accountable how I am right now, because if you don't, you're going to probably end up driving a car like this. So that's why I led by example and to show the students live in person that they need to continue to follow the trading plan to be successful. The moment they don't, they're going to end up in a car like that. It's kind of a funny way to look at it, but it's the reality of the situation. This is where the humbling begins. You guys know how much I love driving my Porsche GT3 and driving it like a man, and driving my Ferrari and driving it like a man. But man's gotta do what a man's gotta do, and a man's gotta pay the price. And I'm doing this to show you guys that I'm holding myself accountable for breaking my rules. And as you guys can tell, I've already attempted to drive this vehicle, and today starts the 24-hour clock where I will only drive the Beetle. What name should we give the Beetle? Keep in mind, it's a 1966 Volkswagen Beetle. It has the original engine, 4-speed transmission. I tried turning it on earlier, it did not work. We're gonna try again right now. So this is to show you guys that I'm going back to my roots of me literally having to hold myself accountable when I do something wrong. I don't wanna do this, but if I don't follow my trading plan, I will no longer be able to drive a fucking Ferrari or a Porsche. I'm gonna probably be driving some shit like this. So I'm gonna keep following my trading plan so I don't end up in a fucking car like this. Please turn on. What name should we give it? Should it be a he? Should it be a her? Come on, come on. Watch. What do you guys know about this? What profitable trader knows how to do this? we only got space for 2.
Oh. Yeah, let's just push it. Let's push it.
So we ended off on week 4 with the first loss that we had in the whole entire challenge. So this was a big uppercut to my ego because to this point, I felt invincible. I literally felt like I could do anything. I could win every single trade.
It's week 5 of me trying to turn $100 into $1 million day trading. Last week, we ended up taking 2 unnecessary losses because I broke my trading plan.
So we started off the challenge with about 8,000, which is where we left off last week because we took the account from 15 to 8,000. So at this point in the challenge, I am not scared to execute a position. I'm being a little bit more selective. So I actually avoided some wins that I could have taken, but I also avoided a couple of losses that I could have taken. And funny enough, because some of my friends were actually calling me in the middle of the week saying, hey, you're gonna get into this and enter this. I'm like, no, dude, trust me, I'm not gonna enter these counter trend trades. I don't wanna drive the fucking Beetle.
My God, what the fuck? Oh wow, I just saw this right now. So NZD/USD. I'm actually laughing because one of my friends called me earlier. He's like, yo, what should I do with NZD/USD? I entered earlier this week, Sunday night, when you sent it out on Sunday Swings. This is one of my friends that I went to high school with. Literally one of the only close friends that I have outside of, you know, my team. And he told me, he's like, yo, should I close NZD/USD or do I hold? I'm like, dude, if you hold, it can have the risk of having a pullback. I don't think you should hold. I think you should close. He's like, nah, I'm gonna set and forget. I'm like, brother, you have to know when to set and forget and when to not set and forget. This is not the time you don't want to like not close this trade. And I'm laughing because I know he is. I'm gonna call him. Yeah, so I'm not friend, but I'll call you 100 times. I don't give a fuck.
Yo.
Yeah, you're sleeping?
I'm about to. Hola.
Have you seen your trade?
Yeah, fuck you.
Bro,
I'm pissed.
fuck me. I told you, bro.
You told me to have a pullback, not a whole fucking move straight down.
This is what I told you, bro. I told you it was gonna have a pullback, bro. You don't fucking listen to me, dog. What do you think?
You told me set and forget.
No. I told you don't set and forget this trade. It's gonna have a pullback. You didn't listen to me, bro. Yo, I literally told you, bro. I'm like, yo, it's gonna have the pullback.
So week 5, we actually did not end up taking any trades at all. We did a lot of action stuff. I went to go look at a new penthouse that I was looking to move into, the Bugatti that I bought, my pink Bugatti. We got delivery of it with Jane Juice, which is another successful student of mine from the 30-day bootcamp.
No, so I bought a new car. So you don't know what car I bought, right?
You don't? No.
All right, you're about to know in a little bit.
So I was gonna say something and say some words of courage, but all I have to say is set and forget. That's all I gotta say.
What you think, bro?
I have no words to say, honestly. And it's
You're the only one that knows, bro.
no. I'm speechless, honestly. I'm not gonna say anything. I'll leave it for you guys to see it.
Where he has made over $250,000 in trading in under 6 months. He got into my first bootcamp at the beginning of the year, and then later throughout 6 months after applying everything he learned in the strategy, he made more than $250,000. I find out, I'm like, dude, pull up to Miami, let's do a podcast. You know, I like to show traders that if they apply the strategy and they do everything the right way, the lifestyle that they want is just a couple moves away. All you have to do is execute the strategy correctly. So later throughout the week, just more day-to-day action in my life, and we did not take any trades. So keep in mind, the week before this, we ended up taking our first loss. Then the week after this, which was week 5, we ended up taking no trades, which kind of made me feel a little bit not like Superman anymore, because at the beginning of the challenge, I felt invincible. Now this times I'm getting a little bit more humbled. I'm being very selective on the type of trades that I'm taking, because obviously I don't want to blow the account. Now I'm so ahead, I have so much time in front of me that I want to be on track to complete the challenge.
It's week 6 of me turning $100 into $1 million. And let me tell you, you guys aren't ready for this week.
Then we started off week 6 at same exact balance. The only difference now is that we have a Bugatti in the front of the driveway.
Now we got views of my fucking Bugatti. So if I don't complete this challenge, I can't afford the Bugatti. So I definitely have to complete the challenge and stay en route. So the goal Doesn't feel right, right? The Bugatti's pink. I'm wearing blue. I'll be right back. Give me a second. More like it, huh? Gotta be on the same vibe as Bro, I cannot believe I fucking did that, dude. It's still surreal.
What's the payment on one of those?
My payment is $46,000 a month, and then the insurance is like $2,500. So it comes out to like $48,000, $49,000 every month. So yeah, we got a lot of work to do to make that up.
And to start off the week, like always, we do the Sunday swings. We pick the top 2, top 3 markets for the week ahead. But I decided to go look at my track record on the trades that I'm taking in the account to look at the stats. Like, what am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? So I can learn from it and double down on what I'm doing right and fix what I'm doing wrong.
Currently, we have taken the $100 to $8,000. You guys can see that the starting balance was $100 and it was just updated 44 minutes ago. Down below over here, you can currently see our win rate is currently a 70% of the total amount of trades that we have taken. We've taken a total of 7 amount of trades, and 100% of our trades have been shorts. So we have not taken any long positions. And our average duration is an interesting 20 hours. Now, this right here is going to be a problem very soon, the commissions that we have on the account, because the bigger, obviously, we start scaling on this challenge, the more slippage, the more commission, everything that it's gonna cost us to trade. So I might be switching brokers very, very soon. Not entirely sure just yet, but I will be letting you guys know if I do. Well, I don't market a broker. I'm just gonna let you guys know if I switch to a broker. I don't plan to market any broker anytime soon.
You know what's funny? I paid $2,000 for that lighter and it doesn't work. Now I have to use this $20, what is it? How much? I don't even know how much it is, like $5 at a gas station? Shit, sucks. It just doesn't feel right lighting a good cigar with a $5 lighter from a gas station. I feel like I'm disrespecting the cigar. $2,000 on a lighter.
GBP CHF, probably one of the cleanest ones that you can probably see. And it is this beautiful higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Boom, shift the structure, lower low, lower high, lower low. Now this time for me it's bearish. Now if I just show you guys this market structure like this, which is realistically how you have to look at the structure of the market, not look at the market. This right here is the structure of the market, and you can clearly see how we were creating higher highs, higher lows, then we shifted. We did a ginormous and beautifully formatted double top pattern right here, and now we're coming back to retest that neckline of the double top to then have a reaction to the downside. But what a coincidence that the neckline of the double top happens to also be at the weekly EMA and also happens to have a round psychological level 1.12500. which is obviously very key, because now you just have 3-4 things that simply make sense at this area in order for you to be interested in the trade. What a coincidence, now we also have the daily EMA, we also have the daily structure level, so on and so forth. So what I'm going to be waiting for this trade is for price to have a break and retest under this little double top formation that we're potentially creating at this area here. So I have an alarm right at the bottom of it that's going to notify me as soon as we break out of it. And this trade, once it does that, it's going to have a great risk reward. We can easily get a 1 to 5 or even to this structure point, and then obviously we have a smaller stop loss. We get like a 1 to 6, 1 to 6.7. This is a great risk reward on this trade because we are following the trend. We're trading with the weekly time frame, we're trading with the daily time frame, and once that double top breaks, I'm going to be trading with the 4-hour time frame. So we have 3 time frames that are going all in the same direction. We simply just enter the trade, set and forget.
So after we analyzed the top markets for the week, like always on Sunday swings, we then realized there was no markets to trade, but then we got a phone call from this guy that was like, yo, you want to put your Bugatti in a music video with Kodak Black and Trump?
They want to have the Bugatti in this warehouse and have this Trump's marching band behind it playing while Kodak and all them are rapping in front. But Trump will be there.
I mean, bro, I've been part of a couple music videos. I know how this shit goes, you know? Yeah. Pull up at 3, start at 7, end at 1 in the morning, you know?
Bro, I fucking hope it's not like that.
Like, fuck yeah. I've been listening to Kodak Black since I was like 15, and who doesn't like Trump? Little did I know that I was getting scammed. Trump was not pulling up, and Kodak Black pulled up 20 hours late. And that same night, my Bugatti broke.
Kodak's not here yet. We'll probably be here in like 30 minutes. We won't leave till like 3 in the morning. Watch.
on this side right quick, love, my bad. I'm so I don't care about dope, ain't dying yet, ain't my time yet. When I go, I'ma be in the president chat. I'm pulling on niggas like that, them niggas shit, man, on these beats. They keep asking my truck, why I don't speak on that.
Wait, hold on. I'm not gonna lie, this shit feels a little too wobbly. We are still here. It's 9 a.m. Basically a trade update. And we're still here. Well, after a couple hours, finally got it up. Now we gotta take it from this tow truck to that tow truck.
Fuck this, dude. I don't even want to talk about that. So after we finish all those shenanigans, like always, patience pays. And most importantly, following the set and forget strategy.
GBP CHF, as you guys can see, we're currently up about $6,000. So we entered this trade earlier, literally probably like fucking, I don't know, like an hour ago. But we're in the middle of all these calls and the trade is now heading into our direction. Everything's looking very well. We're actually in a lot more profit than I expected. Obviously, I did not account how volatile this pair is. I did not realize that this pair goes into a little bit more drawdown. We'll blow this account completely because this pair is super volatile. I actually have not entered a trade in GBP CHF in a very long time. But this trade right here, if it does hit my take profit, it could take this account up to like $70,000 if it does make it all the way down here.
And then we were up now from the $8,000 that we were technically down, back up to the $15,000 where we were 2 weeks ago. So now we're picking back up, staying on track. And the goal for this week was to turn the 8,000 to 16,000 or 18,000 roughly. And again, I had an executive decision to make. Do I close at the profit for the week or do I set and forget? What do you think I did? I fucking set and forget.
Drum roll, please. $38,000. Cha-ching. Well, right now, I think this trade is, that's why I'm not even that excited, because I do think this trade right now in London session is going to have a pullback. Let me show you. So I think now we'll have a retracement to retest this neckline of the left head, right shoulder, for then the trade to then head to the downside. Currently on the daily time frame, we closed very strong as a bearish engulfing, but we could come back and retest these daily wicks right here, so then the trade can continue heading to the downside. Now, this is where a lot of beginner traders will probably get, you know, FOMO and either close out their positions here, or they can probably set and forget the whole entire way. Currently, just waiting for it to do its thing.
But then when we go close the trade, we get the most ridiculous slippage I have ever gotten in any trading account. And I said, if I'm getting slippage at this part in the challenge so early on, I don't want to be with this broker anymore.
Yo, we just blew the whole fucking account.
No, that's how you close the trade.
Bro, we literally just blew the whole account. Psych. We just withdrew all the money. So we just draw the money from the current broker. Should get into my wallet by the end of today, maybe tomorrow. And we're gonna deposit into a new broker, which I might be letting you guys soon which broker it's going to be, so you guys are gonna have the same market conditions as me. Current broker right now, the fees were all over the place. The commissions were okay. It was more of the slippage. I would literally try and close the trade out and I get slipped out. I wouldn't get closed at the point that I wanted to. So I'm gonna be switching to a new broker today, pretty much, and we'll see where the challenge goes from that point.
And this is why I don't market brokers right at the beginning of the challenge. I know you guys asked me for what broker am I using, what broker am I using. I literally got this asked 1,000 times. I don't want to market a broker that I don't trust and I don't have any experience with. And gladly I didn't market it because I closed the trade at 30,000 in profit and then it puts me at 22. The slippage and the spread was absolutely ridiculous. I decided to withdraw my money and then put it into a new broker that I was going to then test out. But again, keep in mind, this is the exact same account that I then just transferred the funds into a different one. And this is where we then pretty much moved on to week number 7, where the ending balance was about 22,000.
It's week 7 of me turning this $100 into $1 million.
So then on this next week, it was week 7. We were starting with about 22,000 and then the goal was to take 22 to then 40.
Touch that. Touch that. What you guys know about week 7, turning $100 into $1 million. I thought I had just reversed on us. I was like, oh shit. Currently, right now, we are up $4,000 on the trade. Now, I'm not excited because of these $4,000. I could give a shit. I'm excited about the potential of this trade that we have taken. If you have seen last week's series, you saw the loss we avoided on this position. Price had the push, stop, then push. That's what we are anticipating for this week to come ahead. So we avoided not making any money this week simply because we have experience in the market. Now, let's look at it now. So trade update, we are currently up $4,000 on GBP CHF. So if you guys saw last night's trade update, I explained that I was looking to enter a trade right around this area once we had the retest to then sell. So currently right now, GBP CHF has a very strong double top formation currently creating right now. Very strong bearish move. If this trade hits all the way down here, we'll fucking sweep 1 to 11 risk to reward. Meaning we will take, right now we have 35 lots, right? So 35 lots means that it's $350 per pip. So we do $350 per pip times a take profit of 342 pips. So $350 times 342 pips. Drum roll, please. $100,000 in one single position. The beauty of this is not this. We're gonna get to this no matter what. What is the beauty is how much I'm actually putting at risk. So I'm only putting at risk, so we have 30 pip stop loss. So if I do $350 per pip times $30, I'm only putting at risk 50% of the account. This is key to growth. So I'm literally risking 50% to almost 5x the account. Tell me that's not a fucking great deal. So as of right now, we are currently just waiting for this position to have a confirmation body candlestick closure in the next 27 minutes under this level of support right here. 4-hour candlestick looks very strong, very bearish engulfing. Can then wait for a little retest as well for then that structure level right there. Basically, more of the story, all we got to do right now is set and forget. It just looks so lovely, dude. Like we're finally like making some type of decent money. Like, look at this.
And then we ran into the same broker issue. We took the 20 and then we took it to the 40, but we ran into even worse slippage on this other broker that we were testing out. And again, this is why I don't market brokers. It's my first time trading on it and I'm taking a good trade. And when I take it, the profits that I'm supposed to be making, I literally lost it because of the slippage on the account.
This is the trades from last night, GBP CHF. You guys can clearly see that we closed out all 3 positions at the same exact time. One of them is in profit and then the other got split in half or whatever. And then it was in a loss. So GBP CHF last night, I explained if we had a retest of this level and then a rejection to the downside, we can very easily continue to head down. If not, if we body close above, we can come back right into our area of interest. So we body closed above, and as I'm seeing this body close above, and then I'm seeing this rejection from the EMA, but then I see this retest of this level of support that every single time we're above, we're clearly heading up. I say, oh shit, this is the area where I want to get out because it could get pushed right back into my entry, and I don't want to be in a loss at this point in the challenge. I'm doing so well. So I decided to close my position right at that line right there, right at 1.11282, right at 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, which is like when London session is kicking in. You guys can see down here the times. And I closed out the first position, right? The 20 lots. So the 20 lots gave me $2,000 in profit. Now, we're gonna do some calculations right now, because if I enter the position up at this point right here, and then we close out the position, let's say somewhere in here, that is a total of about 23 pips. But for argument's sake, let's say 20 pips. So I am currently risking $200 per pip. So it's gonna be $200 times 20 pips. I'm supposed to be up $4,000 on that position. I'm up $2,000. So they ate up 50% of my profits. But that's fine, you know what? High fees, I'll take it, whatever, not a big deal. But then the other position, when I go close it, it is then in a loss. Why did I take a loss on the same position that I entered at the same spot and close at the same spot? Why did it close at a loss? Now, this is where I get very skeptical about these platforms because it's just so unnecessary. Like I just don't get it. And this is why I also split my lot sizes, because everybody says, oh, why don't you just take 180 lot? It's for this very same exact reason. If I were to take 80 lots in a position, it would literally have one full slipped out position. Versus if I split the positions in half, at least I get one, and then the other ones will probably have a little bit of slippage. So I do this because I've dealt with this shit before and I've been dealing it for a very long time.
Like this, at this point, was very frustrating because I just came off of a losing week, then a break-even week, and now 2 weeks that are technically break-even because of the market conditions that the broker was giving me. If I'm running into these issues with a broker so early on into the challenge, I'm already being skeptical, because imagine the slippage and the issues that I'm going to be running at when I'm fluctuating hundreds of thousands of dollars in profit, which is realistically like 3-4 weeks away if I double the account every single week.
It's week 8 of me turning $100 into $1 million. Last week we took 2 trades where one of them made us about $2,000 and then the other we lost $2,000. Biggest waste of time ever.
And I wasn't gonna let any of this broker issue stop me living my life. I'm gonna go drift my Porsche, I'm gonna go hit the gym, I'm gonna go do what I have to do. Because at the end of the day, what affected me last time was that I was not living my normal life. Now this time I decided to, you know what? If I take a loss, if I take a win, I'm gonna go hit my gym, I'm gonna go take my night trades, if you know what I'm talking about, and just do what I gotta do. And then later on throughout the week, we got another great opportunity in the market, which is what we analyze on Sunday Swings.
This market right here currently is having a lower high pullback. And this is what this market structure looks like on this pullback, right? We have some structure right here, and then we are now at this resistance level. If I take this same exact market structure move from right here, and then I simply move it to this market structure here, with an exception of making this a little bit higher and aiming this a little bit higher, it's the exact same move right here, but instead of it obviously being here, it is now right here. It's the same exact move with the exception of it being a little bit higher. Now, what is the difference? That this had this shit, the structure up here, and that this one is having it right here. Let's see what happened here to see if we can anticipate for it to happen here, because we're expecting for the sells, and clearly this, once it did this pattern, it then went to the downside. So let's zoom into this 30 minutes structure on this circle time frame right here. What did we get when we were at this pattern right here? Oh, okay, we got a left head, right shoulder. Okay, cool, left head, right shoulder, retest, then sell. Well, let's go to current price right now. Holy shit, what do we have here? Left head, right shoulder. Fuck with me, fuck with me. If you want me to keep showing you guys, because I see this all the time, and I don't always explain it because it's just normal to me. This is my second language, third language, and I see this literally every single day. It's very normal to me. But to a lot of you guys, this might be like, what the fuck, a wow moment. And if it is, let me know in the comments so I can keep doing this stuff for you guys, because it motivates me and it shows me that you guys are actually learning. So this position, we're actually very, very, very interested in executing, but not just yet. I want to execute this position once we have some type of engulfing confirmation. So right now I have my potential entry right under this level, because when this candlestick closes under it, it is a engulfing candlestick. So just put my alarm under there to pretty much notify me once we have that engulfing candlestick. Even the 15-minute hasn't had the engulfing quite just yet. So we're gonna stay up all night tonight because that literally might happen very, very, very soon.
We actually ended up taking then the account from the 22 to about 60K in profit, more or less.
Drum roll, please. What the fucking trade update? $19,000 fucking dollars in profit. Now, what? How fast did this happen? Very fast. Let me show you guys. So, right now, USD JPY, exactly how I explained yesterday. We literally explained the only way we'd be interested in taking this position right here is if we have a break, retest, and then sell. Price literally broke, retested, sell. Exactly what we anticipated. Perfect entry signal, literally 1 hour ago, as you guys can see down here, 8 o'clock in the morning. Currently, right now, it is 10 o'clock in the morning. So as soon as we entered this position, market immediately started heading to the downside. Look how fast this momentum of this market is currently moving. Beautiful 30 minutes bearish engulfing evening star formation, 15-minute time frame. As soon as the candlestick close, boom, just completely downside move, which is absolutely beautiful. This is the trade that we avoided yesterday, and we avoided to take the loss because it never retested and gave us the engulfing of this left head and the right shoulder. Now, avoided this loss, we can remove this. Now we have this position right here, which is looking decent, right? Obviously, I'm just hyped because I risked a lot more than I should have, because we're trying to turn $20,000 into 40. So I can literally close the position right now, and then we will have the $40,000 in profit that we need, literally. Oh shit! What? Oh shit! What the fuck just happened? Oh shit! Whoa! 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 Don't you fucking do it. Hold on, I'm in shock right now. Yo, I saw 50,000. It was at the bottom of that wick right there. Is news happening right now? Probably. Well, now I'm on edge. I'm gonna put an alarm right around my entry signal just to let me know that it is up there. I have to put an alarm at the bottom of this candlestick. If we get a candlestick to go back under that wick, we're pretty much good. We are good. Okay. You don't want this. All right, so currently right now we had a little quick spaz in the markets. This is what trading in the market is. This is why people go crazy when they risk more money than they should. If I was risking, 3, 4, 5% like a normal human, I wouldn't even care. Oh. Right now, $40,000 floating in profit. That's it, all we care about. Oh shit. Oh my god! Oh shit! Oh shit! Yo! Oh shit! Yo! No! Yo, I can't make this up, dude! Yo, I can't make this up, dude. Holy shit! Holy shit, bro! Yo, that's stopping, dude! Oh, yo, 100,000! Yo, there's no way! Yo, there's no way! Yo, there's no way. Ow, I kind of hurt myself. Is my watch okay? Yeah, it's fine. Doesn't matter, we can buy another one. Oh, dude. Oh! Yo, we're about to be at 100,000. That's fucking crazy. Yo, the countdown is legendary. Yo! No, we gotta keep going, we gotta keep going. We gotta keep going. 95. 95. Oh, 97. Yo, it's gonna hit 100,000. Yo, it's gonna hit 100,000. We gotta keep going. Look, dude, I think we got up to like. Dude, we got up to there? Now I just gotta focus. What is it on? Why did it do this? This right here shows you guys that the fucking fundamentals will follow the technicals. All right, I gotta focus, dude. Market update, boys. Markets update, boys. And ladies and gentlemen, we have officially closed the accounts at, no, drum roll, please. Thank you very much. We have officially closed at $90,000 on the account.
So we ended off the week, I think about 90,000, 80,000, something like that in profit. And honestly, I didn't have really anything else to do. So I had a bright idea. Why not buy 5, 6 junk cars, call my other rich friends, and let's just go play bumper cars. So we ended off closing off the week with about 90,000, I think, in profit, and playing bumper cars, which is pretty legendary because I got a pretty big group of people together in under 2 hours. Like, imagine you getting a phone call saying, yo, pull up to this location and let's play bumper cars. Everybody's reaction is like, what the fuck?
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. As much as I would want to go right into the markets and show you my trades on this week where I'm going to be turning the $90,000 into 200, I have to spoon feed my children, my very special, unique children, the haters. Come here. Come here. Airplane.
So the beginning of week 9, something that I expected to happen happened. The haters decided to arise, and they decided to then voice their opinions on their challenge. Now, keep in mind, haters were not voicing their opinion up to this point. Why? Because the account wasn't big enough. Turning 100 to 300 and then 300 to 4,000 or 5,000, it's just not exciting. But now when I started having multiple 6 figures fluctuating, automatically people wanted to then say, he's not showing the trade history, it's not real, he blew the account. Like, if I have not been showing every single trade, the before, the during, the after, up to this point, literally showing every single trade in my free Telegram, in my Discord, in my Instagram, on YouTube, they wanted to voice their opinions. And I said, okay, you know what? Nobody's gonna fuck with my reputation. My reputation's everything. So I addressed the haters, showed the trade history, and then continued on with the journey. Because truthfully, if they were concerned about the challenge being legit at this point, I said, you know what? Thank you. That means I'm not doing good of enough a job. Let me double down on making this even more transparent and even more legit.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is currently 11:15 in the morning. And as of right now, the account is currently sitting at a whopping, you blew the account.
Again?
Psych! $115,000. Now, you know what? Let me just, we're currently sitting at $115,000. Now, the reason why I'm not excited is because we could have literally been in this much profit. We've been holding the last trade. But it sucks, so we had to overexpose ourselves, but it's okay. Why? Because the strategy is working once again. NZD CAD, literally having left head, right shoulder, retest of the neckline. Exactly what I explained yesterday on the 1 hour time frame. Higher high, higher low, higher high, blah, 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 blah. Once it breaks and retests this neckline, we will be interested in selling. And boys, that is exactly what we did. We broke and we retested once again. Like, does not get any more legit than this. Oh, but you wanna know what's the crazy part? That the downside potential of this trade is massive. We can reach lows of all the way up to this structure point right here, but we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna be greedy. We're gonna be realistic and set real take profits. And we entered this position. Once we body close under this right here, we're pretty much good.
And very ironically, the same week that I call out the haters is the same week where I'm supposed to be fluctuating in multiple 6 figures in profits. I actually ended up having the biggest loss.
I don't even know why I'm laughing at this point. We blew the account, boys. To 44,000. Fuck, bro. This is why we can't fuck around talking shit. We fucking jinxed it talking bullshit. So we just took a unnecessarily $40,000 loss on an NZD CAD.
The same week I decided to troll the haters, which honestly, it was kind of funny because I made it even more legit, even more transparent. And I expected to win a trade. And I lost. I lost in front of everybody. And after I trolled the haters, which kind of like it was an L on my side, but you know what? I'm glad. I'm glad that that happened because that only made me stronger to then come into the next week. So we started off the challenge this week on about 90,000 and we ended off on 40, which kind of sucks because after you address haters, you want to win. You want to win on the haters. I lost on the haters. Even though we did lose 50% of the account, I did something the haters can't. I got on a G4 to go to the Dominican Republic to not only do a podcast on the jet, but to go check out my tobacco farm that I have for this brand that I'm actually building, which is my niche cigar brand. And I said, okay, I might have lost for the week, but let's take this private jet, this cool podcast, and be back in about 36 hours just to check up on how the cigars are doing and coming right back. So the haters had the laugh at the beginning of the week, but then I had it at the end of the week.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Let's head to our office. Let me show you the starting balance for this week on the account. Wrong phone. right phone. So right now the starting balance for this week is going to be $34,000.
So to start off week 10, we got on the jet right back to Miami. But before I leave, I like taking care of the people that took care of me while we were out in this trip in the Dominican Republic. Had one of the best chefs, one of the best services. Tipped them about $2,000-$3,000 in ones that I happened to find in my duffel bag. Don't ask me why it's ones. Don't ask me how it got there. I don't know.
Ay, santo Dios.
Oh my God.
Ay, Dios santo.
No es mucho, no es mucho.
No es mucho para nosotros.
Es como $2,000, $3,000.
Gracias, de verdad. Ay,
Muchas gracias. Muchas gracias.
You know what's funny? You could give somebody in the United States $10,000, like cash, like a big stack like this, and they'll be like, thanks. Like they won't give a shit.
First thing that I do when I get back is pull up the timepiece trading, buy a new Richard Mille, because I felt like my wrist was a little weak. You know, I'm like, you know what? We've been doing this for 10 weeks. I need some motivation. I need something better. Bugatti's not enough, and it's broken. Let's go buy a new Richard Mille.
What you just picked up, it's limited to 50 pieces in the world. It's the Asia edition. It's carbon, super light. I think it's cool. Like, it's good contrast from your white watch, your gold watch. You know?
What makes this like the Asia edition?
The colorway.
Oh, like the black and gold.
Just wow.
Bro, I like this one. I think I'm gonna take this one.
That's it.
So
easy to sell to this guy, bro.
Fuck it. Why not? We bought a chain for Steve Would Do It. We gave it away out to him.
Because you're always giving back? So I decided, you know what?
Oh my God, what's going on? So, yeah, what is going on here?
Right?
That's your name there.
Thank you. The fuck's going on?
Today's a give back day.
You know, he never gets gifts. So I was like, let me be the first guy to actually gift this guy something. He's always giving other people stuff, and I thought it was a nice gesture. He doesn't need it. Probably got the chain, throws it into a safe, and never looks at it ever again. But my conscience is good.
We are currently in a position that we are going to continue to set and forget. I mean, I literally just called it last night. It's not my first time calling it. All right, boys. So market update. We are currently up 41,000. So we're not even back where we were last week. And we just did the dumbest thing ever. We just executed a loss right here because we decided to enter this position right around this area, thinking that I was just gonna continue to go down. Like when you don't sleep all night, you just start seeing shit. But then I go down to the 1 hour, I'm like, but wait, this price definitely has the opportunity to come back and retest this level of support and resistance, just how it did here. It could even go up further. It could literally go back up all the way up to this area right around here before actually going down. So the 80 lot that I took at that point right there, I simply closed it because it was actually retarded. So now I'm currently in this position. It's literally what I said yesterday. We're ready to execute it. We're just waiting for the right confirmations. We just got to break up the structure how I wanted to enter the EMA. And yeah, we're in this position now. So I'm just gonna anticipate for price to continue having a push to the downside after this retest. We avoided a loss yesterday on Euro GBP. Avoided a loss on GBP JPY and avoided a loss on Euro AUD. So we've been dodging bullets all week. Finally managed to catch one that aligned with the strategy. We closed the position at the top of this wick up here, and literally we probably did the best decision we could have done. We closed these two positions at a $2,000 loss for a total of 160 lots. Then we waited for price to have its rejection. Now, some of you guys would have been like, wow, you closed for no reason. You could have still been holding the trade. You know what? You're right. You're right, dude. But you wouldn't be up $63,000 if I did not do that. Why? Because I waited for this next entry, bearish engulfing confirmation, evening star formation under the EMA, rejection from the structure. And I said, you know what? Okay, fine. You want to take me out of break even and you want to make me lose an extra 15 pips from the original entry that I originally had up here from this to this point? Okay, fine. I'll make it back by risking 170 more lots on this position. Before we had 160 lots, which was these positions right here. 80 plus 80 is 160. You add all these up and we have 330. So we essentially almost doubled, a little bit over the risk that we had before, but we got an extra confirmation that we did not get here. And you know what? I fuck with it because yeah, we lose 15 pips from the entry, but we gain 170 lots. It sucks on the short term, but on the long term, trust me, it's gonna pay off. Man, dude, how stressful, dude, these last couple of hours. Yes! Yes! $1,000 in profit. Like we weren't just up 70,000 fucking dollars. This shit's making me go crazy. All right, we just got out right now. Fucking, I don't know, dude. I don't even know how much that is. Like $6,000 in profit, 5,000, whatever. Bro, what a swing, dude. How do you go from like 13, how do you go from $70,000 in profit to then $13,000 in drawdown to now only making $4 grand? Tell me how that works.
So we ended off week 10, pretty choppy, kind of whack, can't even lie, because we spent a lot of money, but we didn't make a lot of money. But then come week 11, we did the same thing, picked the top pairs for the week, but now this time, we did a major comeback.
Welcome to week 11, turning $100 into $1 million.
We made up for the slack that we did in 2 weeks because we took the account balance from what we were starting at to about $200,000.
Now, you might be wondering, what the fuck? The video just started. It didn't. The video started yesterday on Sunday Swings.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to another Sunday Swings,
where I literally broke down every single one of these trades to the T.
I entered USD CAD on the sells once again. So if you guys go watch last week's series, you guys would see what I went through last week right here at this very moment. I entered this trade, got stopped out at break even, I closed out at break even. I entered this trade, closed myself out at break even right here. It was an absolute brutal Friday. Now price came back into the area, did exactly what I said it was going to do, and then we executed the positions right at the top of this area. Such a beautiful trade. Look at this retest here from this level of support, 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 resistance, rejection from the EMA. Daily time frame currently having that break of structure. This daily candlestick can go off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 candlesticks. Then we had the pullback. Then we had the weekly double doji, rejection from the EMA, rejection from the structure. Like there's so many things that are gonna make this trade create a new lower low rather than create a higher high. All I did was simply re-enter the trade where I was originally entered. The only thing that changed is the mindset behind when I entered this trade versus when I entered this trade. But if you notice, I'm taking the exact same trade. Look at the pattern formation here and where it is. It's at the area of interest, EMA. Look at the pattern formation here. It's at the area of interest and EMA. And then you simply set and forget. And we're now up $168,000. And yes, it's the same account as always, boys. You guys can see right here in the trade history. I can literally close this position right now. So it's literally Monday morning and I can literally close out this position at this very point right here and be done for the week. And there goes this series, 5 minutes. But you know what? We're not stopping there. We're gonna keep it going. We're gonna try and turn this 100-something thousand into the million today.
Now the goal for the week was to double the account. And like always, I see the structure continuing with the trend, so I'm going to set and forget. I want to maximize my profits, but minimize my losses.
Trade update, it is currently 12:45 in the morning. It's about to be 1 a.m. Right now, we are in a new position where now the account is up $35 gazillion. I'm kidding. We're still at the same exact spot. Still no trades that we have added on to the challenge. So, we did miss this new added position on USD CAD. As you guys can see, prices actually had a retracement to the area exactly how I anticipated. Price came back, retested the structure level, and now it looks like it's having a sell down. We literally pulled out, I mean, you know, we had a little bit more that we could have potentially gotten, but you know, it's simply not worth it. So we got out at the perfect area right before this retracement. We're looking to add positions here, but the session was not the right session to be entering this trade. So for me to be interested in adding a new position, I would have to wait for a retest here to then head to the downside. So I'm gonna be waiting for that lower high to then sell.
Wake up the next day and I see the trade could have tripled the account. I could have closed the account at $500,000 by doing nothing. And you know, this did mess with my psychology a little bit, but I'm leading by example. I have too many people watching me. I have to be realistic and be like, you know what, guys, this is going to happen. You're gonna set and forget, and you're gonna close at the point where you thought it was the final point before price reversed. But the trade keeps on going, it's okay. You made money, you hit your take profit, you move on. So I did miss out on about 300K on the trade, but it's okay because I hit the profit for the week and we showed people that we can come back from 2 losing weeks, 2 break-even weeks to now tripling the account on 1 single trade.
It's week 12 of me turning this into $1 million day trading.
So on week 12 is where things start getting a little interesting because now every single trade we're about to take is going to fluctuate hundreds of thousands of dollars. So like always, the pairs that we analyzed on Sunday swings ended up taking it. We fluctuated up and down.
Trade update. I feel like I've said this a million times. Trade update right now. We are up $59,000 on the account. But not only have I said this a million times, I'm talking about this. Oh! Yo, what is going on every single time? Yo, what the fuck? Yo, it's every time, dude. Yo, I can't make this up, dude. Yo, I can't make this shit up, bro. I can't make this up. Bro, I was literally gonna say, we have the head and shoulders pattern. We see this pattern a gazillion times. And then we usually always have the retest to then sell. Dude, what is happening, dude? What is happening, bro? All right, well, look at that. There goes our trade update right there. We're up 100,000. The goal for the week is half a ticket. Bro, what's there? Come on, do your thing. Yeah. And dude, I was just so calm. I was so relaxed. I was so pacific. Well, the goal was to show you guys that what I said we needed yesterday to happen, which was the head and shoulders. We put our alarm at the shift of structure, and once we body close under it, we get the retest, and then we sell. That's basically it. We've said it 100 fucking times. You can't make this up, dude. You cannot make this up. Okay, so right now we are up exactly a 1 to 1, and we're up about 100,000. That means when we get to a 1 to 2, we should be up 200,000. And when we get to a 1 to 3, we'll be up 300,000. Isn't that beautiful? Don't you want to have your easy math like that? Every single time you add a risk for reward, it's just an extra 100K, 100K, 100K. Sounds good to me. This is why I didn't want to celebrate earlier or be anywhere near excited, because I expected for something like this to happen. We are currently down about $25,000 in the account when we were up earlier about 150,000 at the height of it. The markets diddled the did out of me. Look at this. Price went not only straight into our stop loss, but a complete violation, break through the previous structure level, almost through the screen and out the fucking roof. We just got diddled in the diddle. Is that even real? Fuck! Luckily, we did not risk much on the position. We are only back at 135,000, and we only took about a $68,000 loss on the account, which, given this trade, I should have risked 100%. But I explained to you, the higher I go in the account, I lower my risk by 25 to 50%. So I'm not even mad. I'm not. It's just, it's one of those losses with this type of approach. You know, Albert Einstein has projects that sometimes don't do well, and right now we are not doing well. We're still at the same exact spot. Still no new positions into the account. So our trade ideas are going to potentially start moving as of right now. GBP CHF for sells. I love how this price action is currently looking right now. Daily time frame close with a daily doji. And if you go down to the 1 hour, 1 hour has had what looks to be like a little double top. I'm literally going to wait for a break and retest under this area right here. So this is kind of like the consolidation zone it's in. So I want to have some type of break out of this, and then a quick retest to then sell, a little breakout, then a quick retest to then sell. Everything depends on the price action, but I want to enter here, but I can't enter here right now. I need the breakout confirmation and then the pullback to enter here. Or I don't mind entering a little bit lower, but I just need the confirmation that it's having a breakout and having a move. We are up $238,000 motherfucking dollars. GBP CHF trade update. So right now we have 3 very unique entries on GBP CHF, and I want to explain them to perfection because this moved very fast, literally only like 4 hours. This is just one candlestick. So GBP CHF, we had the 4 hour bearish engulfing how I wanted from that area. And then we obviously entered at the breakout of all of this consolidation zone here. I entered on this 1 in the morning candlestick as it was getting ready to close, entered right there, spread took a little bit down, and then we had our next entry on this 15-minute pullback. So we had the full move. I'm like, yes, amazing, beautiful. But then we had this pullback, and on this pullback I waited for this engulfing confirmation. We entered on this pullback of this wick, and then the next entry we entered at the bottom of that rejection candle right there. And those are our 3 entries. We have our first one up here, our second one right here, and our third one right around here. And our take profit was very strategically placed at this next 4 hour low. So as you can see, the 4 hours clearly bearish, higher high, higher low, bearish, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. We're destined to create a new lower low, but up to where? Up to this structure point. And you can clearly see that price has very well reacted from that structure point. This is only a 1 to 2.7 risk to reward. And we've risked a lot more than what we're risking here on different markets. This move just happens to be very, very volatile. Like we're up 102 pips right now.
You gotta set and forget. The trade either hits my stop loss or hits my take profit, and I set and forget. And the trade ended up closing off at the highest point, which I think it was about $400,000 at this point where the challenge is right now. So we stuck to our trading plan. We held ourselves accountable while doing this live in front of hundreds of thousands of people on my Telegram, Discord, Instagram, YouTube, absolutely everywhere. I'm not the only one making money at this point. There's so many of you guys that have done your own flips that I'm like, oh shit, this shit's getting serious. I did a podcast with a student that by copying my exact same trades, he took, what was it? I think he took $1,000 to $150,000. This guy, by just watching my Instagram stories, became a 6-figure person by watching 10-second Instagram stories. Talk about fucking value.
Trade update, we closed at 332,000 trade history, as you guys can see. We have officially closed the position at the highest point. Keyword, we've closed the position. We were just up 400,000. We lost 70K just because of fucking floating bullshit P&L. Well, you know what? We actually won a trade. We shouldn't be doing that.
So after we closed off on week 12 at about $400,000, on week 13, I got a bright idea. We're gonna fucking live stream the last trade, turning 400 into $1 million. Fuck it. I came up with a bright idea to do it on Instagram. I go on Instagram, try to do an IG live, doesn't let me. I said, okay, you know what? Everything happens for a reason. Let's then go to YouTube. And we start a live stream turning $400,000 to $800,000.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the live stream. Today in the morning, when I literally just woke up like an hour ago, and I'm seeing the trade that I took last night, I'm like, yo, I have to do an IG live from the moment that I wake up till this trade hits $1 million. Then I go to my IG, so I'm gonna show you guys right now. So this is my account, as you guys can see. When I go into my account, I go into my settings, and I'm trying to go on live. So look, I'm gonna do it right now with you guys, right? So right here on my IG, I try and go live. So I click here live. At this time, your account is not eligible to use this. So even if I wanted to, I couldn't go live on Instagram. And I'm like, fuck, how do I stream? Like for me, this very point, the whole entire way of me turning the 100 to the mil. Like it's gonna literally be like the rawest day in the life that I think anybody has ever done. So basically, we're gonna stream until this account turns into $1 million. Whether it happens today, tomorrow, the day after, I don't plan to turn off the stream until we don't reach the $1 million. So this can last an hour, which I don't think so based off of the price action, or this can last 24 hours, this can last 48 hours. I will not shut off this stream until we don't complete the challenge. This is something that is legendary, and I want it to be documented the whole entire way. So get prepared, get comfortable, because this is gonna be an interesting 24 hours, 48 hours. You guys are gonna see real day in my life. Obviously, like if I have to enter some meetings and stuff, you know, I can't have you guys be part of that. I'll just kind of like put it to the phone and shit. So I mean, so we're live, bro. Like, what do we do now? Like, we're just live. Look, this is literally live right now. How much are we up? 600. Fuck. There you go. History.
Hold up.
Is it focusing? Is it focusing?
Yeah. Put it a little higher. Yeah, there you go.
You want it higher than that? Huh? Okay, so basically we have USD CHF, where basically we have been interested in taking this position since early this week. You guys can tell how we've had this very strong consolidation zone, and then what we ended up doing is we broke out of that consolidation zone. Let me actually take off all these writings. So once we broke out of this consolidation zone, we were then waiting for price to have a retest of this area. Once it retested this structure, then we would continue to head to the upside. Now, this had the retest not exactly as I wanted to, but it made it to the area, and we had the most important thing, which is going to be our entry signal, which is this right here. This right here is our entry signal. Not this specifically, but there's something in here that happened that is my entry signal. And I don't really ever speak about it. And you know what? I'm going to talk about it on the stream, but not right now, because we just got started with the stream. And I don't see this market moving for the next 7 hours. So only to the soldiers that are with me for these next 7 hours that I'm doing this stream am I going to actually break everything down of my strategy and everything. So I feel like I came up with this idea and I haven't really processed that.
We didn't really put too much thought
bro,
into this.
for real, dude. What the fuck, bro? Because now I can't turn it off. I just can't. I'm so committed. I can't. I live stream for literally 26 hours. I was with you guys when I went to throw away trash, when I went to go eat, when I went to go drift, when I went to go do my day-to-day life. I literally was with you guys all the time. So I did want to say this is probably one of the most spontaneous little events I've done. I probably expected 5 people to pull up, 6 people to pull up. We have well over almost like 50, 60 people. It's 2 in the morning. You guys are maniacs, right? I'm letting you guys know. I thought I was a freak staying up all night watching the markets. You are. Well, clearly I'm not the only one. I could be a maniac, but I'm not the only one. Yes. I'm surrounded by other people that are passionate about this shit. People that are willing to do whatever the fuck it takes to make this shit go down. And like, yeah, it's cool that I, dropped the pin and was able to get you guys here together. But like, this shit is not about me, bro. Like, this is about you guys. You guys gotta realize that you guys are doing the same thing that I'm doing to be able to be on the same journey that I am. You guys are staying up, you guys are putting money at risk, you guys are learning, failing, rinse and repeating, and over time, you're not the same person that you were last month compared to now. So I just want to say, like, the people that you are around right now are the people you want to be around with. You're the 5th person out of the 4 people in your friend group. If your 4 friends are smoking weed, you're fucking smoking weed. If your 4 friends are Diddy, you're the 5th Diddy. That's just how it goes. You guys were telling me to close a trade when we were up 700,000. This is not done. There's a lot more in this. You guys told me to close the trade when price started pulling back and we were at 600,000. And on the live stream, not only am I answering all your guys' questions, but I am literally engraving the mindset you need to adapt to be able to handle these types of swings. The trade isn't done. If the trade has not hit the take profit, you do not close. The trade was at about 700,000, and I wish you could see the chat. Literally thousands of people live watching saying close, 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 close. Clearly, none of these people are my students, and they don't know how the set and forget strategy works. The set and forget strategy works by set and forgetting. You have a stop loss, you have a take profit. Price is either gonna hit one or the other. And guess what we did? We set and fucking forget. We have officially closed the challenge at 800,000. Just do it! The trade not only hit our take profit and we closed at 800,000, the trade continued to create new highs. If I would have just continued to hold for 2 more hours, I would have completely finished the challenge at this very moment. I could have finished it on a legendary 26-hour stream. But you know what? I'm glad that I followed my strategy and I closed at where I did, because then this gave me the opportunity on week 14 to start off a stream right at the beginning of the week, where then we took the final $800,000 to then the million. And all I can say, you know what? I'm gonna let the stream speak for itself.
know what? I think my celebration was a little extra. I can't even lie. But how would you feel after you turn the $100 into $1 million? I think you'll be excited.
Wait, not like that!
And on both streams, I'm talking about stream 1 where we stream for 26 hours, and on stream 2 on week 14, I was letting everybody know that once I completed the challenge, I wasn't just gonna stop there. I knew that once I would complete the challenge, I was going to be bored, because achieving the challenge is cool. It's showing people that it could be done, but it doesn't show you guys the how. So I came up with the bright idea that if I complete this 100 to the Mill series, I am going to open a 30-day bootcamp. I'm gonna open 300 new spots to take on traders literally from level 0 to 100 to replicate the exact same thing that I did, where I'm going to teach my most latest and updated version of my strategy on how exactly I turned 100 to the Mill. I can teach anybody. I'm talking about your grandma that doesn't know anything about trading to an experienced trader that is having some type of profits, but not the type that he wants. Get them from literally level 0 to 100 to trade just like me and have the same results as me. So this is where I came up with the 30-day bootcamp, and it's literally my 3rd time doing this, and the results of the students that are part of this bootcamp are literally unheard of. Students that have literally known nothing from trading, in the first 6 months, they make their first payouts and even first 6 figures. You can take Jay and Juice, for example. You can take Mike, where Mike took $1,000 in his first 4 months of trading after the bootcamp. He turned it into $120,000. So this 30-day bootcamp is now going to be your journey of the 100 to the Mill. I'm going to literally show these 300 new students that I personally hand select how to replicate exactly what I did. I'm going to take you from level 0 to 100. And even if, let's say, you're at level 70, or if you think you are, I have to reteach you how to read. I have to reteach you how to read the markets so you can read them exactly how I do, and you can apply the exact strategy on how I do it. And this is the beauty of the Set and Forget strategy. It is so simple to learn and have results that I've had hundreds of students all around the world have results just like mine, not only by copying and being part of my journey, but then finding their own markets and them being able to do it for themselves, which honestly, it's the best feeling ever. So the 100 to the Mill challenge was completed, but it doesn't end there. Now begins the next challenge, the 30-day bootcamp. Bootcamp is literally ridiculous, but truthfully, I can't teach everybody that wants to be part of the 30-day bootcamp. I have to limit it to a certain amount of traders because I want to give quality to the people that deserve it. So if you want to be part of this 30-day bootcamp, you have to apply. There's no way of you joining if you do not apply to the 30-day bootcamp. I want to review your application. The effort and the time that you put into your application is the same exact time and effort that I'm going to put into reviewing your application and deciding if I'm going to accept these new students or not. Because truthfully, this is my second mic drop in the industry. The first one is I completed the challenge, big mic drop, did it live on a stream with absolutely everybody watching, the before, the during, the after of every single trade. But now it's my time to put time into you guys. The 100 to the Mill, I did it for myself and my own gain. Yes, I turned the 100 into the Mill. Cool. But that doesn't really do anything for you guys. You guys don't really capitalize off of it unless you were copying all the trades and being part of the journey. Those are guys that couldn't because of work, because of your time, because you just weren't able to tune in every single day to the trades I sent in my Telegram, Instagram, YouTube. This is what this 30-day bootcamp is for. So you can learn the strategy and you be able to implement it yourself, and you have your own journey and make trading your new source of income in this upcoming year. So if you want to be part of this 30-day bootcamp and have the same exact results as students like Jay and Juice or Mike, make sure you apply to the 30-day bootcamp. I'm going to review your application and decide if you get accepted or not. Because truthfully, I'm ready to now take on this new challenge and have the second biggest mic drop in the industry by taking the biggest amount of traders that I personally can manage to take them from level 0 to 100 and make trading their new source of income in this upcoming year. So truthfully, all I can say is whenever in doubt, set and forget. Thank you guys for watching the whole entire 100 to the Mill series. I'm very, 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 very proud of all of you guys that stayed tuned throughout the whole entire journey, everything that you guys learned. Thank you guys for supporting and being there with me for this journey. But this chapter has now ended, and I have just opened a new one with these 300 new students. I'll see the 300 new students on the 30-day bootcamp when we begin. You guys want to be part of it, make sure you guys apply below. And all I can say is set and forget.